All right, all you snowboarders of the internet, we're here. We're live. We're taking your questions. We're giving you spins of the wheel. We got some shit to talk about this week, too. First and foremost, I got to give a shout out to J-Raz for sending me snowboarder cookies. And there's one that's covered in white shit that might be cocaine. Kind of excited about that. I hope it's not cocaine. I don't want to get high. But yeah, so anyways, if you're new here, you're just tuning in, whatever. Get your questions in the chat box. Gonna try to answer them. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. We got sticker prizes on there, and you could be entered into a prize drawing, which got some new stuff for the prize drawing. One of you guys donated a 148 Ride War Pig that has been ridden for 4 hours. This thing is immaculate, so this will be going in for the prize drawing, and we'll have a whole contest about that, kind of similar to how we did the last one where we did a prize drawing, and it was based on donations to the Shred Foundation. I'm still working out details for that one, but that's going to come later in the year. We're going to do it at the same time that I'm going to do that PBR Slush Slasher, and I may give away another board or some bindings in there as well. We're also going to have a video coming out on how to win a 156 Rosinal Sashimi. That'll be coming out. That's going to be the March giveaway this year, or this month. So we got that. Also, been riding a lot of 2022 stuff. So I've got pretty much the whole Jones fleet here. So there's the Mountain Twin, Storm Wolf, Hovercraft, Flagship, Mind Expander Twin, Ultra Flagship sitting over there. And I got a bunch of the new Amplid stuff that just showed up as well. And I'm supposed to be getting the new Telos stuff later today. So the 2022 reviews are rolling forward. If you're a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP, you can actually access the reviews early starting June 1st. There'll be a new one dropping every day for that in there. Otherwise, the 2021 reviews still dropping like 4 to 6 a week, somewhere in there. So today we just did the Academy Team Series board, which... fuck that thing. Yeah, so we got that going on for everyone. And let's see what else. Yeah. Along with those Amplids, also had Dean from the Split Workshop is hooking up those Amplids. He sent over a set of the SP bindings. So, give the back door a try. This is like the European Flow. So I've never actually ridden these, and I've wanted to because I've had people ask. So should be interesting. Actually just rode a bunch of the new Jones bindings. They have a new one out called the Meteorite, which is their all-mountain freestyle binding. It was stiffer than I thought. And I rode the new Mercury binding today, which for anyone that's bitched about Jones bindings toe straps in the past, for 2022 they get a big overhaul. So they're getting completely new shaping in there. I don't know if everyone can see that, but yeah, these things are super, super grippy. So we got that going on. Also, next Thursday during the live stream, I'll be picking a winner for the #AngryTurns contest on Instagram. So if you're a follower on Instagram, you still got one more week to give me your best turn photo in there. And I decided I'm going to give a second set of bindings away for that contest. So one is going to go to the Instagram contest, and then I'm going to put up on the wheel next week a set of bindings. I just discovered I had a set of these. So these are some K2 Formula Cs. They only made them for 1 year. This is a crazy stiff-ass composite binding. So, I mean, stiff. Like, these things are fucking stiff. I'll be giving these away next week, too, and I think these are a size large. Yeah. So these are a size large, which I think fits up to like a size 12 in maybe a 13 on the K2 scale. But yeah, so going to give away a set of these. They have been ridden. I think they maybe got like 4 days on them. So, but yeah. So next week, giving away a set of bindings on the live stream next Thursday. Unless I die between then. You never know. Might die in an avalanche of naked ladies. Could only be so lucky. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. But yeah, get your questions in. I'm going to try to answer them. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. I know we got 3 super chats in there. So First one comes in from Letters. Heard there's new stickers. Can't be live today. This guy always wins stickers. I swear to God, I send this guy more stickers than anyone else. And when we hit 100 people, I'm going to play this voicemail from Slim Whitman, our resident. I don't know what it is. So, and of course, yeah, like I said, this guy literally wins stickers. He just won a jumbo sticker pack. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So, he knows the drill. He'll hit me up later for him. But yeah, if you do win sticker pack or whatever today, just email me info@angrysnowboarder with your mailing address. Make sure it's your mailing address. That way I can get it in the mail for you. Let's see. Okay, we got one from Seth Asher. When do the Dinosaurs Will Die reviews drop? Did you get to ride the Duke? Curious of your thoughts on the Goldie Cam. I really like it on my 2019 block. Didn't ride the Duke. Just filmed the DWD reviews. Those were the last of the 2021s. So I literally just finished those last night, maybe the night before. So it's filmed. Like, I've ridden them. They're filmed. I like Goldie Cam. It works. It's a good camber profile. I like it for what it is. The reviews for those might have one next week. I don't know. I got like 25 reviews I got to finish editing. That's kind of Saturday's project, unless I-70 shuts down and no one can get up here. Then I'm going fucking snowboarding because I don't have to deal with the peasants. So, yeah. Okay, we got another one from Cody Linden. Have you ever thought of starting your own snowboard brand where you'd have direct design input? If you want to lose money, you start a snowboard brand. If you want to make money, you create a snowboard review website, then morph it into a YouTube channel, and then eventually someone figures out how you can make money at it. And that's how I made money. Literally started doing this before you could ever make fucking money. So, no, there's some stuff that I've thought about making. I've been kind of talking with Marhar about doing that limited run Angry Snowboarder Lumberjack. There's that. I've kind of talked with some stuff about having like a Telos Angry Snowboarder /, and I might talk to Rob Dow up at Wired and see if we could do like a Wired Angry Snowboarder Vantage. I'm basically picking boards. And then if I could, I might talk to the guys at GP87 and maybe we'll make the War Orca, which is part War Pig, part Orca, all awesome all the time. So yeah, that's where we got that. Let's see what else we got going on here. And we're up to 97. 3 more people. I'm playing the Slim Whitman voicemail that came in. It's a long one. It's like a minute and a half. Slim was on one. So let's see. Okay, we got Andreas. Let's get a spin going. All right. Fuck, this thing's on fire today. Ooh. Person above gets entered into the random prize drawing, which is story 3333. So we got that going in. Yeah, so just so you know, we are going to have a random prize drawing eventually for some stuff. I'm just kind of waiting on a few things. I would like to get over 20,000 subscribers before I do a big giveaway. So got that, put that in the boot. Which, for anyone that doubts that there's going to be a random prize drawing, like, there's got to be at least 200 entries in there. So we got that going on. Let's see. Okay. WBG152. Adding a park board to my quiver, thinking of a Proto Slinger, Barf, or a Scott Stevens Pro. Which would you recommend? I'm not thinking of. Well, I just rode the Scott Stevens Pro. I really liked it for what it is. They slightly beefed it up and they moved the cork dampener around on it, so it made it a little more damp underfoot. Why would you get a Proto Slinger? Like, what? That camber profile's fucking garbage with that side cut. Oh, it's soft and flexible. It's fucking trash. It's a fucking trash board. Like, no. So, if you're looking at a Scott Stevens Pro, I assume you're looking for something a little softer, little bit more playful. Check out the Ride Kink. That thing's really solid. You should definitely check out Dinosaurs Will Die. Maybe a Block or the Perry. The Rat's a little soft this year. Let's see what else is good out there these days. Rome Gangplank would be another one to definitely check out. Or if you want the double kick, check out the Artifact. So there's a few options for you. All right. And we got J-Rez, cookies, and coffee. POW is fun. POW is great. I'm going to eat one of the cookies you sent me. Woo! Reverse spin again. Remember to wear your masks, people. We're trying to keep the resorts closed. We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of resorts getting locked down here in the United States. I do not want to go insane. I do not. I'm already kind of crazy, and I will go full fucking insane if they lock down again. Mainly because I know what kind of work that would mean for me in the fall. So, yeah, no, none of that. Wear your masks, wash your hands, social distance, get vaccinated. We're going to make it fucking through this thing. We don't want to end up like Europe. I'm sorry, Europe. I hate to use you as an example, but your leadership fucking saved more people, but your mental sanity is destroyed. We just said, fuck it, we're going to let everyone die over here in the U.S. All right. Let's see. Tibby TT. Don't forget, Ride for Jake on the 13th. Yes, the Jake Burton Memorial Day is the 13th of this month. It's the Ride for Jake Day. So if you want to go out and ride in memorial of Jake Burton Carpenter, man that kind of pretty much gave us everything here in snowboarding, go do it. We're at 98 people. If we can get 2 more people in here, I'm playing the Slim Whitman voicemail. You guys are in for a fucking treat with this shit. Oh, we're 99. This thing's just toying with you guys. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Rod Kings. Anything really new for Tellus? I hope they didn't change much to the backslash. There's a carbon backslash, so there's a stiffer backslash. There's the Lumerian swallowtail. There's the other swallowtail. What is it, the Sharkalanch or whatever they call it? It's had a few different names in pre-production. That they tweaked the DST, I believe. The regular backslash stayed the same. They got rid of the Chillum and made it the Init, and the blunt. They got rid of the blunt, made it a board called the Init. It's a beginner entry level park board. I think it retails for $3.99. And that's kind of everything that's going on with Telos for next year. You guys are toying with it right there. I see you at 98 people. We can hit 100. You're getting a Slim Whitman voicemail. You guys want to hear this. Trust me. It's fucked. It's fucked. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, Nate Bramlage, what is the best trick you've ever done? I know the word best is very vague, but the one that was the hardest for you or you're the most stoked about? God, okay. Well, I did a 900 once. I've done 3 in my life, but I stomped one in the half pipe, and I took it to the bottom and left a crater and was so dizzy I basically fell over when I rode up the other wall. So I've done that once. That was pretty cool. I've come close on a couple double corks, but I stopped doing those after I broke my nose. And then my head got really fucked up and I can't spin anymore. So that was a weird one. One of the funnest tricks I've ever done was up at Timberline when I was riding with Marcus and all the boys. And it was a 270 to a propane tank, nose press, bonk off, 270 back out. I don't know how I did that without dying, but I did it. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's not about me. I fucking suck as a snowboarder. I'll fucking admit it. Every now and then I whip something out of my ass and I'm like, oh my God, how did I do that? Like today I did a blunt stall on a hip. Like I went up the side and did a full blunt over the deck and back down. I was just switch. I was like, oh my God, I was so fucking proud of myself. It's the small things. Okay, all right. We got 111 people. You guys ready You guys ready for this fucking... This voicemail is so fucked.
Hi, yes, hello. This message is for the angry snowboarder. It's your buddy. It's Avran. I want you to know. I have contacted a lawyer who will help me reclaim Terry as my rightful joy. You fucking dickhead. Listen. One thing. I have to tell you. This person, you may have heard of him. His name is Jonathan Buckhouse. That's a fun name to say. Buckhouse. He is doing a summer camp. Do you remember going to summer camp as a child? And all the older campers, or maybe the nice people who worked at the camp would take you off to the side and have special time with you. Do you remember? So he's doing a summer camp. And Avran, I was hoping, I want to know if you would do a summer camp too, Avran. I want to go to Avran's summer camp. I just want to go to Avran's summer camp and have it be like when I was a child and take me to special places.
Well, that explains a lot about Slim Whitman. May have been molested at summer camp. Starting to wonder if he went to sleepaway camp in New Jersey. You've never seen Sleepaway Camp. It's like The Crying Game, but even scarier. Anyways, Slim Whitman, everybody. Fucking troglodyte calling in. And yeah, I found out Buckhouse has a summer camp. I mean, who the fuck would pay for that? Dumb people every day. What the fuck? What's he gonna do? Teach you how to come off a rail early or do an 8:30? All right. Oh, man. Okay. Let's take some... Oh, wait. Did I miss a super chat up here? I did. I missed some super chats. So let's catch up on those for everyone. Let's see. All right. Oh, we got one question from Mouth Punch. Question: will next winter be better than this year? More of a hole than a question. Snow-wise, I think there's a few factors into it. Like, everyone's been saying that this is a bad winter, and I was like, we're getting a second winter. No one understands this, and I was like, I've seen it do this a bunch of times. So it's gonna lull you in with all this warm weather, and then out of nowhere, it's just like, fuck you, you're dead. Here's snow. And that's kind of where we're at with it right now. We're getting second winter. That's going to come. Now, next year, typically on years like this, it goes back to more like an average cycle, I think. The season started really, 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 really late. So we got that going on as well. But I think the actual spring, like by definition, is going to have a lot of snow in the west and stuff. So, all that fun shit. But I just try to be optimistic. Every year is a different year. You never know what you're going to fucking get with everything. So, yeah. All right. We got a super chat from Nicholas Schneider. Fuck the good ride. Damn right. Everyone watch the top 5 this week? You like that shirt I was wearing? It's amazing. That sums up. Oh, smash the like button, people. Thought we were getting the middle finger. Okay, we got Patrick. Interested in grabbing a true twin park board for jibbing, butter, and side hits. Should I go with softer camber or flat rocker? Looking at a ride kink, capped indoor survival, or a proper camber? Oh, why would you look at the proper camber? That board's so disappointing. The board is so disappointing. Like, I would get a mellow camber, personally, because it's going to give you a pop. And out of what you have listed there, the kink is actually the stiffest out of what you have listed. It would go kink, indoor survival, then propaganda. The indoor survival this year is fucking phenomenal. I like the side cut on that more than I do the kink. Like the kink will have more snap. It'll be a little stiffer, more resilient. I would go with that indoor survival. Personally. That's a good one. But if you did want to go flat to rocker, don't sleep on the Rome Gangplank either. That's a good one. Or if you're looking for like a board to bang on the budget and you want camber and rocker, the Rosinal Jigsaw is also a good one too. Plus you get Carson Monroe. Should I take out the Party Platter or the Party Wave Plus for Colorado POW this weekend? Lean towards the Platter since it's shorter and nothing upper mountain's going to open. Go with the Party Wave Plus. The shaping in that nose is going to float better in that lower angle. It's going to funnel it out. That's going to keep your speed up, especially if you push off the tail. Trust me on this one. You don't want to go with the Party Platter. You want to go with the Party Wave Plus. All right. We got Broden Smith. Just watched a video of a 50-year-old do a backflip, and now I feel inadequate. That's okay. My friend's 16-month-old can make it down a run by herself. She can't wipe her ass, but she can make it down a run by herself. 16 months. We're all fucked. She's going to be the next big, like, super fucking pro. And my neighbor's kid, he's like 18 months, and he's trying to figure out how to hit jibs. We're fucked. We're so fucked. Oh, where we're bouncing to. Smash the like button, everybody. Smash that like button. Okay. Okay, G-Money. For the Colorado peeps in here, should I switch from Epic to Icon next season? I've never been to Copper. Personally, yes. Here's the big thing. Better Mountain. I've been hitting POW all week at Copper. Like, I can find it. Fucking powder dump on a Saturday, Monday morning. It hasn't snowed in 2 days. I can still find powder. Might be a little tracked getting to it. I can still find powder. That ought to tell you the difference. Like, if that was an Epic resort, you'd be fucked. You wouldn't find shit. That's the thing. Less crowded. Food's better. Food's way better. Lifties are way more personable. What I also like with the Icon in Colorado, Eldora, Winter Park, Copper, Steamboat, Aspen, if you get the one with no blackouts, that is like you can pretty much hit anything off the I-70 corridor. Steamboat is worth it alone in there. I've been happier riding Icon-based resorts than I have riding Epic. So, I mean, there's that. The big thing, though, is like Epic sold 1.2 million and Icon only sold 326,000 season passes 2 years ago. So that would have been, right before lockdown and stuff. Comparatively, I haven't got the numbers for what it was this past season. But when you look at the comparison between the numbers, where would you rather be? Someplace that has 1.2 million or someplace that has 300,000? That is a huge fucking gap right there. Just saying. All right. Okay. Natural diversity. I picked up a 143 Slusher for summer season on Hood. Hell yeah. That's a good board for it. My Orca this last season was a 47 and I loved it. Yeah. Away between 160 and 167 depending on beers. Should I exchange it for the No, do not exchange that for the 39. Do not. Just trust me. Do not exchange that for the 39. Keep that 43 Slusher. You will thank me for it. The 39, you do not want the 39. Trust me. Okay, we got my boy Billy Ray Valentine, China Peak, Slasher, Mini Ramps, J-Raz, Kookies, Only Vans, RIP L Stackers Adventures, Rest in Peace, RIP ESA, Butts Rule. All right. That's a big-ass PSA for my boy Billy Ray Valentine. Then you lose. You lose, sir. Okay. Raul Duke, Zeech to backflip. Ugh. Did anyone catch my Instagram this week with that guy from the Jerry's of Bear Mountain where he tried to board slide the box and he went sideways before he was up on it and just slammed into the front, peeled the decking of it right off. Fucking the Lexan just ripped and he ate shit. I mean, I feel like that's a typical bear thing. All right, well, you know the drill. You just won yourself some small stickers. If you want them, email me the address. I'll get them in the mail. If not, oh well, email to Avran, or info@angrysnowboarder, and I'll try to get those in the mail. I haven't mailed out the last week's ones either. I've been lazy. I'm waiting on some new ones, and I haven't been able to get them yet. So, okay, Cooper Carlson, thoughts on the GNU Money? There's a review of it. I like that board for what it is. It's just an entry-level meat and potatoes. Like, you can just run it into the fucking ground. Board, decent side cut. It's playful in the tips. You can get a little bit of snap underfoot. It's a fun board, but check out the review. It's in the GNU playlist. Okay, Richard Carl. Looking to pair and now binding with my new Huck knife. Size 10 boot. Any suggestion? Yeah, you probably want to put, for the Huck knife, you probably want to go with like either a Brigade or a Select. Those would be the two that I would put on there. It's going to come down to the features that you want. So just double check which features you want on there. And that's going to tell you that with a size 10, you do want the large, I believe. I believe it's the, no, it's the medium. Let me see. You want the medium. That's right. The medium will fit up to a 10. But double check that with their size, unless you got a bulky boot. If you have a bulky boot, then you're probably going to want to go up. All right. Okay. WTF. If you asks, how reliable are party boards like the Slush Slasher when you want to do some backcountry runs? Will it get me killed? Are we talking real fucking backcountry? Do you have a beacon, a shovel, a probe? Have you taken a level 1 certification course so you understand how not to fucking die out there? Or are we talking like, oh, look, there's the side of the run. I'm going to go off into it. Big difference between the two. If you're talking full-blown backcountry, I'd hope that you have a split board or you have a solid board that you understand how to ride. Will a Slush Slasher work? Relatively speaking, it is a fucking powder board, sure. Is it the first choice I would choose? Not necessarily. Would I go for a party board? I mean, yes, sometimes it depends on the board. But let's be real here. So many people think going out an access gate at the resort is real backcountry. That's not. That's slack country. That's side country. I mean, if you're cutting back into the resort and doing it, even then, are you prepared for the consequences of everything that goes on? The backcountry's kind of fucked this year if everyone hasn't gathered that. And you should really be educating yourself because we've had more deaths this year than in previous years. Okay. Matt Lenny, what tips do you have for learning your first Jibs grinds? Well, if you're grinding your snowboard, you should probably put the angle grinder down or the file. But if you're jibbing on your snowboard, big thing, find something that's easy to ride on, low to the ground, and flat. And when you're hitting it, look straight at the end. And as you're going across it, just keep looking at the end, then looking at the landing, then looking where you're going to go. That's how you're going to get a 50-50. Get those down. The next trick, ride on, lean back, you're on the tail, do a tail press. There you go. You're going to do that 100 times till you get down the muscle memory on it. Then, after that, you want to do a nose press, you're going to learn how to pop and land on your nose. None of this ride up and lean in bullshit. You're going to fucking pop and land on it. You're going to eat shit. It's going to fucking hurt. And then when you want to get sideways, you're going to learn how to pop and land on it. None of this ride up and swivel around. No one cares if you're fucking Swivelness Prime over there fucking swiveling around, doing all this weird shit. If you want to swivel and sizzle, you keep that to the buttering, not the jibbing. Okay. Antonio Escara, what binding should I get for my Huck knife? Currently on a craft with contact bindings. So you're going to be bumping up from the craft to the Huck knife. You're going to a stiffer board, so that contact that you have from Union isn't going to be stiff enough. If you stay with Union, go with the Strata. It's basically like just a beefed up version of that Contact Pro. And when it breaks in, it'll start to feel slightly like that Contact Pro. But otherwise, bindings I'd look at Burton Malavita, Rome Vice. I would look at probably like the Ride C6. You could go up to a C8 if you wanted to. It's a little bit more of a workhorse on there. If you did Now, I would do the Now times Yes or the Select. What is it? There's one. Oh, if you do Solomon, you could do the District or what is it? Is it the Alibi? I think it's the Alibi. So there you go. Oh my God. Why do people keep calling me about my warranty is about to expire on my car? Fuck you. Block this caller. Fuck them all. They're the worst. My warranty, I never had a fucking warranty. Okay, what do we got here? Let's see. Missing a few here. All right. Coffee Espresso, Bunkhouse Hitman Fund. Now you just made a statement. It's on the internet. It's out there. Can't kill him now. Great. Rest in peace to L Stacker's Adventures. R.I.P. Remember the ass reaming that he got. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we got Eric Chen. I want to replace my 2019 Orca with more Camber dominant. I have a 2022 DOA now and like it. What would you recommend? So if you're trying to keep it in that same spectrum of boards, like what the Orca is, but you want a little more Camber dominance, I would look at Ride Super Pig, a Telos Backslash, a Kemper Apex. To an extent, you could do the Mind Expander or the Hovercraft as well from Jones. And I think that right there is a lot of options I just gave you. So do your worst. Go dig into the reviews. Oh, we're going to enter the Shred Foundation into the giveaway. Fuck yeah. And for anyone that's not familiar with the Shred Foundation, there is a link down in the description. What they do, though, is they take kids up and get them on the mountain and try to teach them skills and job careers to help get them out of the hood and out of their underprivileged area. Basically, they're trying to make snowboarders instead of people that snowboard. It's not like a publicity stunt like Chill New York City, where they just drag kids up on the hill, take a bunch of fucking photos, talk about how woke Burton is, and then that's the fucking end of it, and the kids go back to the hood and probably get shot. No. Shred Foundation does a little bit more. They bring them up. They get them working with reps. They get them working at the resort, stuff like that, trying to just teach them outside careers and whatnot. So it's a big charity that I'm very fond of. I like to donate to, so definitely check them out. Let's see. Ivan Drago, going to the Buckhouse summer camp to learn to come off rails early and learn the joys of wearing goggles that will let UV light in. Hey, you know what? I hear he's got a Groupon for LASIK. So, you go, you get the shitty goggles, you fry your eyes, then you get the Groupon for LASIK, and, it's like buy one eye, get the other eye free. That is never a good deal with LASIK. Like, you pay for what you get. Ooh, reverse spin again. Ooh, person above you gets entered. All right, well, that goes to Antonio Escarel's getting entered into the prize drawing for a future date. So, and for anyone that's wondering what we're going to be doing in the future, we're going to have a contest giveaway. It's going to be a multiple prizes drawing type thing, and there'll be some steps on how you can get entered into it. We're going to do it a few different ways, but try to raise some money for Shred Foundation. try to do some stuff for Angry as well. You know, just kind of do that. But we've got a 148 War Pig Small to give away. We've got a 147 PBR Slush Slasher. There's only 150 of those. That one's brand new in the wrapper, and I'll probably throw a set of bindings in there too. So we'll do like a big giveaway. Probably won't be this month, maybe next month. I don't know, somewhere around there. And don't forget, in June, I'm going to disappear for about 30 days. I'm taking a vacation, driving to the old country to climb under my parents' house and insulate under their kitchen. There might be brown recluses. I might die. I think there's a skunk in there too. I might die. So. Let's see. Dylan Deschler, have you ridden the Camber Pathfinder, and where does it fit in the Capital lineup? I haven't because I didn't get one. I'm going to try to get one. I talked to my boy Kobe, and basically it's a Stairmaster Extreme is what it is. So cambered horoscope, Stairmaster Extreme kind of thing. So it's a camber jib stick is what it is. That's really what they're going for. So it's just going to be a jib stick with pop. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got David Senior. I'm Spartacus, good film. Not a pro snowboarder, kook. Spin the wheel and save my other soul. SOLE. Did you lose a foot? Are you a one-legged snowboarder? Biggest fear, losing my leg below the knee. Remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. Okay. Okay. Michael L. 110 pounds, 5'4", Euro 38 board for hard charging and carving on the icy East Coast. So, if you haven't, you need to go check out some of my reviews on the Karua shapes. They do make stuff small enough for you. Like there is a smaller dart. I believe there's a smaller, what is it, Cafe Racer. And I think it's the Tranny Finder is a little bit smaller, but you should definitely check those three out because they do come in a smaller size. Otherwise, the Kemper Apex would be another good one. The Telos Backslash, the GNU Gremlin, but I don't think they make one small enough for you at 110. You might be limited on that. What else is out there? I think that's kind of it. But yeah, definitely check out the Career Shapes. Oh, also check out some of the Nidecker boards like the Mosquito. There's also, I would check out the Area, the Concept, and the Tracer as well. Dweezy, for the bail fund if you throat punch a Texan during spring break month. I got close this fucking week. Fucking get it. Early in the morning, no one's around. I ride through the fucking line. Make it to the load, unstrap, got my board across it. Still no one around. Go out to the load line, and out of nowhere, this dude snakes on, gets hit by the chair, fucking kicks his skis into the heel cup of my front binding. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, you can't ride a chair alone. And I was like, I've been doing it for 30 fucking years. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm not that senile yet. I don't need a fucking assistant for this shit, a caregiver. I can do this. And he's sitting there, and I was like, why the fuck wouldn't you just wait for the next chair? It's going to get us to the top. It's not like the snow's that great. It's fucking 45 degrees out, asshole. But he's sitting there. I'm sorry. Look over. fucking Epic Mountain Gear rental. Fucking asshole rented his shit from Vail, then came to Copper. Went to Icon Resort after going to the fucking Epic store. Fuck this guy. He's just sitting there. I'm sorry, I didn't know. And I was like, no, what you should be sorry about is that you didn't fucking pay attention. Why the fuck would you do that, then tell me that I can't ride a chair alone? I've had one other guy tell me that in my life in Steamboat, and I actually ended up jumping off the chair after I punched him in the fucking face 3 times after he tried to stab me with his pole. But still, what the fuck? Yeah, bail fund. Ugh, I want to fucking kill these people so bad. May just like start driving to Steamboat every day. That 4 hours in my car might mellow me out. Pray to the altar of snowboarding for my soul. For my soul. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Jay Garrisick 07. Canoe headspace with the Rome DOD. Solid all mountain freestyle setup. You nailed it, man. You're good. That's a great binding for that board. It's not going to overpower it, but it's not going to underperform at the same time. Okay. Carson Fenwick, when will Marhar go on sale? Looking to buy a lumberjack. I think they actually sold out this year, so your only options are to buy them direct, and anything you buy direct right now, they're making it to suit. Like, that's kind of where they're at right now. Pretty much, this has been like the gnarliest year for sell-through that I've ever seen in the last 20. Like, if it can be sold, it's sold, and if it's out, it's just there's no other option. Like, you're hunting to find it. At this point, like, that's the price, you're fucking paying it. You know, I watched someone try to haggle at one of the shops I was in the other day, and the guy was like, no, and the guy's like, no, you gotta, you know, you're gonna be sitting on this. And he's like, no, I'm not. And while the guy's sitting there arguing with him, he got an online sale. He just took it right off the rack and put it in a box. The guy's like, wait, what are you doing with it? He's like, someone bought it online for that price. Why would I give you a discount when they're literally, people are just gonna fucking buy it? So if you see something you like right now and it's in your size, just buy it. Which this past week, I blew my boot apart, so I had to get some new boots. Size 10, very common size. And the Thraxis is a very limited boot for what it is. So I had to do some hunting around, and I actually found it the shop Backwoods up in Auburn, Maine. Dude's rocked, real easy to deal with. Bought it, shipped it to me. The guy put a nice note. He's like, Angry Snowboarder in the house, thanks for the support. Shout out to them, man. They had a bunch of stuff, like, obviously, their web presence isn't as big as like Evo or someone else, but they have a bunch of stuff. You should definitely check it out. Backwoods Skate and Snow up in Auburn, Maine. That's just a free plug for those guys. Hopefully they make some sales. Someone's spamming. Fucking spam bots. Okay. What else we got here? I think we're getting down. Trying to catch up on everything. Stuff. Let's take a few more super chats. We got our boy Carlos Enriquez. Cheers from Aspen Snowmass. Get yourself some tacos after this. Pass on my winnings or losses to the next non-super chat. All right. Let's see what Carlos has for me. Well, they got a bunch of fire to cure everything. All right. Let's see. We got Joe X looking for a spin. All right, Joe. Win yourself a small sticker pack. All you got to do is email me, info@angrysnowboarder with your mailing address. I'll get that in the mail to you. I should have new stickers hopefully this week. Maybe next week. I don't know what's going on. All right, Jack Ripper with 666. Greetings from hell, super chat. Satan loves you all, my children. Join the cult. Ooh, reverse All right. Well, Jack, you won yourself some small stickers there. So you know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder. Also, since I got 143 of you here, if you haven't joined, you should definitely swing over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. You get perks like access to early reviews. You can ask me direct questions instead of having to go through the personal shopper or waiting for one of these live streams. Plus, there's a bunch of other shit that's going to happen, and got some stuff coming out in the future with VIP and what we're trying to do. So I'm going to be doing a video kind of explaining where we're going to be going more towards the fall after I get through everything. But we're going to be utilizing Angry Snowboarder VIP to kind of fund a few projects that we want to do for you guys. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Let's see. Oh God, I'm going to butcher this name. Satiris Apostolopoulos. Looking for an all-mountain freestyle parkboard. I like carbon, hitting medium to large jumps, and anything in between. Should I go for a Capita Indoor Survival, Nitro Super Team, Capita Simulator, or Niche Crux? I wouldn't go with the Nitro Super Team for what you're looking to do. You'd be better off going with a Beast or a Team instead. It's just the way I feel on that. Indoor Survival is a little too soft this year's one, so you'd probably want to go with that as Simulator or bump up to an Outsiders. Crux is solid. I mean, you've got solid options right there with everything you're looking at. The only one that's like really weird on that list to me is that Super Team, but I'd put a Team or a Beast in there instead. Okay. Charlie, fine. Jones Mind Expander Twin. Give me a hint. Oh, do better. I'll show it to you. So we got it sitting here. So you do have that 3D shaping in the nose. It's basically a twin cambered Mind Expander. It's a little more loose than a Mountain Twin in there. In all honesty, I've ridden a bunch of powdered twins. This doesn't make the top 3. I mean, it's an okay snowboard, but at the end of the day, it wasn't fucking anything mind-blowing to me. I've ridden, like I said, I've ridden better. Like, if I was going to have to pick a twin for powder, and it needed 3D shaping in the tip of the tail, I'd go with a Battalion Magic Carpet before I'd go with this one. That's just how I kind of feel about that board. Otherwise, it was okay. It wasn't like, oh my God, it was so fucking amazing. Like, there were so many good boards in the Jones lineup, and then I got on that, and I was just like, oh, okay, it's twin. It's not what they're known for. It's not anything special. I mean, realistically, I would probably go with an Aviator over it if you want more snap and pop, or even just a regular Mountain Twin. I mean, it wasn't anything special. Just, everyone kind of has a dud in their line, and to me, I was just like, okay, I get the fanboys of the Mind Expander are going to be all over it. Be like, oh my God, I can fucking butter like no other on this thing. Yeah, okay. At the end of the day, I mean, it was a snowboard. It did snowboard things. I rode it in about 6 to 8 inches of heavy pow. So what it should have been in, and wasn't anything crazy special with that. So, yeah. Jonathan Castro, always excited for the reviews. Angry, I'm more intermediate than beginner. Was thinking of getting either the Mercury or Warpig. Great work. If you're more intermediate than beginner, you should actually look at the Outer Space Living instead of the Mercury. Just going to be a little bit more mellow and kind of in tune with an intermediate rider. The Warpig, depending on what size you get, it could work, could not work. I rode that, which I do have a review of the Warpig, the new Warpig coming out. I rode it. Felt a little stiffer than the last time I rode it. I think it's just the way the carbon array is in it and whatnot. Wouldn't be my first choice for someone that's like coming out of beginner into intermediate for a volume shifted board. I think there's other ones out there that are a little more easy flexing. So, no. But hey, what do I know? Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Got to give you a spin, too. Well, Going to enter the Shred Foundation in a giveaway again. Stacking the odds in their favor eternally. Although I don't think any kid over there would know what to do with a Slush Slasher if they want it. War Pig? Maybe. Slush Slasher? Probably not. All right. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we got Waco. Make a War Lumber Pig with a 6 sarcastic print. No, it's the War Orca. It's not the War Lumber Pig. It's the War Orca. So, it's part War Pig, part Orca. First generation. None of that HP bullshit. Ouch. You lose. Okay, Andre Gagurman. Hi, Avran. Looking for a snappy twin board that's easy to butter. What would you choose between a GNU Headspace and a Solomon Huck knife? Any other board to consider? I would probably actually go with the Huck knife over the Headspace. I think it's just a little bit easier to press into on the tips with the way the camber profile is on that. If you're looking for like another option, though, and you still want that snap in there, Ride Kink would be another one that I would look at. Let's see. Capita Indoor Survival. The Rome Gangplank, even though it's a flat to rocker, it still has spring in the nose and the tail, so you'd notice that. And what am I drawing a blank on one here? There's one more I was thinking of, and I can't think of it. Oh, well, I give you a bunch of options, so you're good. Old Man Shredder, we have a storm and they promised up to a foot fresh pow for tomorrow. As Sweden still have our resorts open, I'm taking my DIY customized ripcord out. Have fun. Smash that pow. Spray skiers. All the spray skiers. And remember, fire cures everything, including herpes. Keith Gunderson, what's the difference between all mountain and freeride? Yes, this sadly is a serious question I have. You're getting visual aids. All right. Jones Mountain Twin. Twin board, little bit of setback, all mountain freestyle. Has more emphasis on the freestyle side of things. You can still rip a carve with it. It'll still turn. It's still going to grip. It's going to float and pow when you get in there. It's basically your your Swiss Army knife, jack of all trades type of board, if you will. It can kind of do anything that you put in front of it, but it never fully excels at any one thing. Oh, God. Oh. All right. John's Flagship. Freeride board. So, directional cam rocker in there, so you're going to have more rocker in the nose than you will in the tail. Setback as well. Side cut's going to be slightly set back, a little bit of taper in there. Tail's going to sink easier in pow. It's basically designed for more free ride riding. So what you're going to be doing is more carving, more turning, more powder, more trees. You can still butter it. You could still hit a jump with it if you want to, but not ideal. It's a little bit more specialized than being a jack of all trades type of board. This is basically the difference between a ball peen hammer and a claw hammer. Both have their place for hammers, and they both work. And you can both hit shit, and you can actually remove stuff with a ball peen. It just takes a lot more work than you want to do. So what are you going to do? You're going to get the one that kind of does everything, if that's the type of rider you are, or are you going to be more focused and go for the one that's more free ride? That's realistically the difference right there. Ugh. Okay. Well, let's see what else we got here. Okay. James Gilfillan. Union forces on the HP Orca opinion. I bought a set so I could review them. And the last time I reviewed them, I hated them. That's how I feel about the Force. There's better bindings in the Union line. Fuck that binding. Really don't care for it. I understand the fanboys are all about it. At least they changed the straps. That binding was not fun to ride. That's how I feel about that. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, Eric Kim, any quick fixes for pressure points in boots? Got one right above the big toe metatarsal. If it's sitting on the top of the liner, you probably actually want to heat mold it to get it pushed out. But if you don't have access to get it heat molded, pull that liner out, figure out right where that hot spot is, whip out your razor knife, take it, don't put a lot of pressure. You don't want to cut all the way through the liner. Cut that outer material a little bit. That's going to let it breathe a little bit. That's going to release some of the tension in there. That's the quickest fix I can give you for it. All right. Let's see. Robin Critchell, how stupid am I for putting Union Felcore bindings on a Burton skeleton key? You're fine. Okay, Joe X, new boots, 32 after trying on about 12 different boots, but went riding and the top of my foot will go numb both feet. Tried loosening laces, but didn't help. Had heat molded as well. Any suggestions? First and foremost, if you have the stock insole in there, go get an aftermarket insole, something that's going to give you a little bit more arch support. Second, with, here it is. With the 32 boots, you've got this lace liner here. What you're actually doing when you're tightening it is it's probably putting pressure right here on your foot. What you want to do, take this apart, unpull it, move it up so that it's not creasing right where that spot is that starts the numbness on there. So you might have to get a little creative. You can actually move it up one whole thing so that you're basically just moving it up and it's going to relieve that pressure there. If it's right here, right at this instep, what you want to do is get rid of that crisscross there and move it up to the next one so it makes a wider crisscross so it's not putting as much pressure in a tighter, restricted area when you crank it down as well. So basically, those are the two options that I can go with right now off the bat that might fix the problem that you're having there. So hopefully this right here helped and I didn't sound like an idiot. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay, let's see. Got Joe X wanting to spin. Oof. All right, so we got 145 of you guys in here. If you're just tuning in, get your questions in that chat box wherever it appears. I'm going to try to answer it. Super Chat's get a spin of the wheel. We're giving away sticker packs, or you could be entered into a future prize drawing. We will be doing a future prize drawing for a 148 Ride War Pig or a 147 PBR Slush Slasher, and possibly some bindings. That'll be coming out in the future at some point. I'll have a video kind of explaining what we're going with that. And how you can enter that in the future. Let's see what else is going on. Also, I don't know if people know this, but we do have a P.O. box you can send stuff to. And so someone sent me this. I don't know who this was, but because it looks like it came from a record store. Maybe it's someone from a record store. I don't know. But yeah, so you can always send stuff to P.O. Box 1151, Breckenridge, Colorado, 80424. That is the corporate P.O. Box for Angry Snowboarder. But yeah, so we had someone send oh my God, what the hell is this? What in the fuck? Someone sent me a Slim Whitman record. That's fucked. And for those that don't know, Slim Whitman is our resident troglodyte that calls in periodically and really says some stuff. Also, the back of this sleeve is fucking classic. It's an ad. But seriously, Slim Whitman record. This is just for you. I feel like Slim's trying to tell me something or someone's trying to tell me something. I don't know anymore. But yeah, so you can always send stuff in. I know J-Rez sent me some cookies that were snowboarder shaped, and there's some white stuff on there that I assume is cocaine, meth, or anthrax. Either way, I'm either getting high, getting a sugar buzz, or I'm dying. So, yeah, if you send stuff to the Angry P.O. Box, I may open it in a live stream. Please don't send stuff to the Angry P.O. Box. I'm kind of nervous about that one. That's really weird. Should I put it up on the altar of snowboarding? I just don't know. I don't know. Okay. Okay, we got howdy, it's David. Hi, TJ. What's the best shop in Breckenridge? Best shop in Breckenridge is Underground Snowboards on Main Street. Go see Andy, Leanne, Liv, Phil, Scott, Kyler, sometimes Joey D. Stefano, and if you're lucky, Kelly Wren. They're all great people. They'll take care of you. It's one of my favorite shops. They do carry Karua too, so if you're looking for a Karua, check them out. You lose, David. You lose. Fizzled. How long are we talking for a board to decamber or just damage after hot waxed in months, years? Also, does it matter if the base dries out, if there's a nice base structure? It depends on how much epoxy's been put in the board and how much heat was used. Like, no two boards and no two factories boards will decamber the same. And for anyone that doesn't understand, decamber is basically when the board breaks down, it loses its camber. I started noticing this when I was product testing for Never Summer. They all tended to decamber under the back foot with that RC tech that they had. They would just crazy decamber at like 30 days. And I kept telling them, I was like, yo, this board's decambering. And they would be like, no. And I'd take it down there and I'd put it and it would have that first hump of the camber. Then it would be slightly reversed. And then it would just be like flat on the tail. And they're like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, that's literally how all your boards are doing that to me. And so each one's different. And when I stopped hot waxing, I noticed that my boards started lasting longer. Like, I have a K2 Cool Beam first year that's had wax put on it once by accident. Never fucking wax that thing. Never sticks. That thing looks immaculate. But, and I've talked to a few waxing specialists about this, and they have this theory that if you're doing a lot of hot waxing, the heat from it over time is causing the epoxy to expand inside the core, which is why they're actually decambering and whatnot. It's just a theory we have, and with a few people I've talked to, there's no science behind it or anything. It's just something that I've noticed. But the second I stopped hot waxing my boards, like, I just don't fucking wax. I just structure them and let them go ride, and they're fucking fine. I haven't, because I used to break boards, I haven't had anything break, and I haven't had anything separate as well. So, so we got that going on. Let's see. Okay, we got Ecologically Minded. Looking for a party board sidekick for my Warp Speed 169 for pow / carving, not dining trees. 210, 11.5 Rex. Thoughts of the party platter, but might go for a 151 slasher, be a better contrast. Oh shit. Hang on, everybody. We got a Slim Whitman call. Slim?
I saw you got my present. Did you like it? Are you gonna play it?
I don't own a record player.
My parents, I do not look anything like Mr. Whitman. They named me after him because they loved him. They thought he was the greatest. They were his biggest fan. Just like I'm your biggest fan.
So wait. You were named after the musician that has like 1 billion records? Slim? Breathe. Are you okay? All right. Well, that's fucking creepy as shit. Like, this is seriously one of the creepiest fucking gifts I've ever been given. Like, just for you, Slim Whitman? This is just creepy. This is fucking creepy. I don't even own a record player. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. Like, fucking creepy. Okay, so anyways, to go back to ecologically minded's question, he's looking for a party board to complement his 169 warp speed, and he's thinking 51 slasher or the K2 party platter. So you got to ask yourself, do you want something that's more twin camber dominant, freestyle focused, or do you want something that's a little more directional? It's got rocker in the nose in there, or do you want something that's going to kind of be in the middle ground in there? I think you're on the right track with either of those because they're both going to be party boards. The party platter will match up with more freestyle, where that slasher will be more like slashy, turning, playing around, maybe doing a bunch of nose butters in there. And you could always try to find something like maybe in that middle ground with like a Ride Super Pig, a Kemper Apex, or a Telos Backslash as well. All right. Let's see. We got. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Okay. This is just a funny thing I want to say because Tibby TT put this in here. Jimmy Fuckhouse confused the high back and the heel cup. When called out, he said it was semantics. No, it's not. They're bloody different parts of the binding. Unless you've got an old set of forum bindings where they didn't have a heel cup and it was literally just a high back, or, you know, you're rocking like these SPs here because that whole thing is your high back and heel cup in one. They're two very different things, Jimmy Fuckhouse. Two very different things. You get rid of this, you're going to sit further back in here, and all you're going to have is this piece, and then you're going to snap the back spine on your boot. Maybe, depending on the boot. They're literally two different parts of the binding. This is why I fucking hate vloggers that don't know their ass from a fucking hole in the ground. These people make people dumber by the day. They give bad advice, and then these people come to shops, and I happen to be in the shop, and then I have to correct the people. Like, this is why I can't go back to work in a shop. I would throat punch one of these motherfuckers. So this is my life. All right. Okay, where were we? S2000 guy, my side boa pops open while riding 2 to 3 times a day. I'm not over tightening and there's ample clearance with the high back. Not sure what's causing it. Probably the actual cable, like the knob reel on the side. Do I have that? Yeah, here. So probably what's actually going on with that right in there, one of the teeth is probably broken in there. It's just not gripping. It's not tightening down. Take it into a shop and just tell them you need the knob replaced. It should be like $5-10 just for the labor for them to replace it. Or you can contact Bo and get it. I mean, these things are super easy to take off these days. You just clamp it and just pop it right out, take it out, de-thread the cable, re-thread it. Like, I mean, I put a new knob on in like 2 minutes the other day and put it in there. But that would be my guess, is that it's probably that, or somewhere inside that knob with the coil, the cable is looping up and creating a kink point and it's bulking out. So it's just popping the actual knob. All right, let's give you a spin. Oh shit. Just won yourself a jumbo sticker pack. You know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com with your mailing address. I'll get that in the mail for you. All right. And we got Joe X. I need a lot of stickers. All right, let's see what we can get Joe here. And for anyone that wants to buy stickers, you can always go on angrysnowboarderstore.com and just order them right off there. And remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. Okay, we got yellow backpack guy. Spin for Slim. Well, you won yourself a jumbo sticker pack. So there you go, yellow backpack guy. You got yourself a jumbo sticker pack. Email me info@angrysnowboarder, and I'll get that in the mail to you. Oh, man. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to put the Slim Whitman on the altar of snowboarding back there somewhere. Oh. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, story 3333. I didn't see a review on the Lago Shred Stick. Haven't ridden it. So from what I understand, that's like their volume shifted board. It's like a medium volume shifted board. In there, a little more powder, Freeride focused. Yeah, have not ridden it though. Okay, Sex 1607 got some chip top sheet on the top sides. Looking to fix it up. I've been told to file and apply clear nail polish. Is this a good way, or what would you recommend? So what you want to do, you want to clean everything off. So take a file, clean everything that's any of those little chips that are sticking up in there. If they're really, really minuscule, just put some crazy glue under it, clamp it back down. Now, if you got like big peeled back ones, go get two marine grade 2-part epoxy. Make sure it's marine grade. And you're going to use more resin than hardener. That's going to make it a little more malleable. And what you're going to do, slather it underneath the chip, take some duct tape, put it over the top of it so that it seals it down. Then, if you're really anal, 2 metal scrapers. One on the top sheet, one on the base, C-clamp, C-clamp, C-clamp all the way across. Let it sit for 24 hours. Take the C-clamps off, take these off, peel the duct tape back, clean up with like a razor blade or even the metal scraper, just any of the excess epoxy that's come off. Then take the file and go around the edge, the top sheet of the edge, and just file it so it bevels it a little bit so that way, if anyone hits it, it's not going to pop it back open. Okay, Declan W. Avran, I'm trying to decide between the Gangplank, Disaster, and the Dinosaurs Will Die Red. I want a park board, and I'm a bit of a park beginner, open to other choices too. The Dinosaurs Will Die Rat will be the most forgiving park board on that list. The next would be the Gangplank, and then the Disaster. I would say if you're just starting out, get the Dinosaurs Will Die Rat. It's going to be the easiest one to ride. You can just romp that thing into the ground, and when it disintegrates or you break it in half, you're not going to feel bad about it. Okay. All right. Sylvain Moquet. Hey, Avran from France. With all the boards you've tested, excuse me, have you noticed a factory with the best quality control and the worst you have encountered? I've noticed years where certain factories let shit slide through, and then I've also noticed like years where they're on top of it. Smaller factories tend to have like more people in tune with the quality control, but when you're an OEM and you're going to a different factory, if you don't have a guy on the ground to look at stuff and to check on it, they're going to box it up, put it on a slow boat, and it's going to fucking show up. And then you're going to be like, oh, fuck, this shit's twisted. It's this, it's that, it's whatever. So there's years where sometimes you get a whole run of boards where they're just awful. And other times you're like, oh my God, this shit's so on point. The big thing is we've kind of hit a point where it's not as prevalent as it was even 10 years ago with stuff like that. When it does come to quality control, I think there's certain things that really go through. Like Mervin's been really on top of things with their B grades. Like they've been pulling them and selling them as B grades, which is just usually a dimple on the top sheet and whatnot. In years past, when I worked in shops, I mean, those would come in as firsts, and we'd be like, oh, "This thing looks awful." I'm not saying shit can't make it through quality control because sometimes it will, but by and large, I mean, I'm looking around. I've got boards made in Taiwan, Austria, China, Dubai, Poland. They all look solid. Like if I really want to gripe, there'd probably be small little things in there that I could find and really bitch and moan about if I really, really wanted to. So, but that's kind of where I'm at. Right. Okay, we got the Adam Carvalho. Opinion on deluxe boots. So deluxe boots, in my opinion, use an older last. It's bulkier. They use older foam in their liners. Once again, it's bulkier. The boots just feel bulkier, and they tend to pack out from what I've seen more than other boots. It's one of those things that's like they start bulky and then they just pack out more. Their speed lacing system is not the best. I've had it pop open just trying it on. Like I've locked it, done everything, and I've had it pop open. But they're so fucking goddamn bulky. I mean, like, I've seen people that should be in a small binding have to go into a large and push everything in because the boot is just that big. Not saying that's a regular occurrence. I'm just saying that I've seen it. But once again, the best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. Okay. Andre Stanescu. Hi, Avran. I'm thinking of taking a 12-week Bozzy course in France next winter to become a snowboard instructor. Is snow instructor a career as good as it seems? No. I just want to ride more and earn some cash. Like, here's the thing. Everyone thinks, like, I'm going to be an instructor and I get to go get first tracks and I'm going to go ride powder. You're literally going to go fucking do adult daycare. You're going to go get the never evers when you start, and then you got to build yourself up to get that client base. And then when you get that client base, yes, you can make money, but by and large, most people drop out before they can make that in there. Like realistically, you want to ride more and make money, go work at a shop in the base area and learn skills like boot fitting, tuning, freaking learn how to become a buyer for the shop, build your career set, but work for a shop. Like my friend Bernie runs Powder Tools here in Steamboat. He's the manager. Today would be day 102 for him, I believe. He has literally ridden every single day. His schedule, the way he sets it up, is he'll come in and open the shop. Between 11 and 12, he goes up and rides for a few hours. Then he comes back and he closes the shop down. Split shift is money, especially if you're working in the base area of a resort. Like here in Breckenridge, I have friends that work split shifts at shops, and they'll be like, cool, I came in, I opened up the shop. We opened at 10. I left at 12. I went up and rode till 3. I came back. I worked till 7. You know, that is the way. And like when I worked for Christie Sports in Steamboat, I didn't make shit for wage at the time. I think I was making like $10.50 an hour, which at the time I think state minimum wage was like $7.75 or something like that. So I was above minimum wage. But what I did to differentiate myself from my coworkers was I was the boot fitter, I was the guy making the footbeds, and I knew how to tune. So what I would do is if I did a footbed, and what I would do, I had split shifts. I'd come in the morning, I'd line up all my appointments in the morning. So by 11, I was done. Then I'd be like, hey, come back at 2, 3. I'll be back. We'll tweak anything. Every footbed that I sold, I made $25. So if I could do 3 footbeds in 3 hours, I was making $35.50 an hour. That is a pretty damn good wage right there. And I'd set myself up for that so that I could do that. And I got to go ride. And they paid for my pass. And I had a whole bunch of benefits and shit working there in that shop. And that's the thing, like, doing that. Being an instructor, it's different from resort to resort and country to country. But around here, you look at things and you're just like, oh, it's fucking adult daycare. You know, that or you get shoved at the kids' castle. You got kids pissing their pants and shit. That's not fun. Ask yourself, do you really want to take what you love doing and make it a fucking job? I wouldn't want to do that. It's a freaking 3-foot powder day and you're standing in a lineup waiting for your lesson that sucks. Like, I had a girl one year when I still worked at the liquor store. And she used to like to come in and brag to me about how many days she got on the mountain. And I feel like she was always trying to do it to talk down to me. So the one day, it's me and my boss working there. And she's like, today is day 65. Blah, blah, blah. I've been on the mountain. You know, and it was still early in the season. And she's bragging about it. And my boss looks at her and goes, was that working for the mountain or riding for your free time? And she goes, well, that's working for the mountain, but I'm getting paid to ride. And without skipping a beat, he goes, Avran just hit 90 days. Like, I'd literally ridden every day of this season since they'd opened. So I was at around 90 days, and he goes, he's out every day. He shows up to work at 3. He's not out there in the key castle. So she took a slight with that. So she kept coming in. The one day, it was a powder day. She comes in, and she's like, did you get out? And I was like, oh, yeah, I was solid. I went out, rode till about 1 o'clock, you know, smashed pow for about 4 hours. Came in, she's like, yeah, I got like 3 good laps. Like, I was able to ditch my clients. You know, it was sick. And where she told me she was, I mean, the fucking terrain is like this. And I was like, oh, 6 laps, huh? I was like, I literally went up to the fucking top of the resort and ripped a top to bottom fucking knee-deep power run. What'd you do? You know, like, it's that type of mentality with it. Like, you got to be a special person to want to be an instructor. Like, you're literally teaching. You're teaching. Like, as I say, I don't have a lot to prove, but I got a lot to teach. I put myself in a position where I get to be the lecturer. I get to go ride every day. I fucking rode for 3 hours today before I came in, or 3.5 hours or whatever it was. I got to ride this morning. It's fucking great. I rode a little bit of POW. I free rode. I hit the park. I kind of did a little bit of everything. Saw some friends. Made some laps with them. It was fucking great. I also made $75 while I was snowboarding just off affiliate sales alone. I'm not saying that's a lot of money, but I'm like, fuck, I got paid to snowboard. I guess I'm a pro snowboarder by some people's definition. I'm not a pro snowboarder. I'm not. But, you know, it's one of those things. The other thing is I found that those like 12-week courses, they used to offer them here. My friend Paul did one once, and he was like, oh my God, they literally took my money. They forced me to do a bunch of stupid shit. I never got any clients. It never gave me any good certification. It didn't do anything. Like, you really got to ask yourself. It's hit or miss on those things. So at the end of the day, ask yourself if you have the mentality to be a teacher. Ask yourself, do you want to take what you love and make it a job? Like, I wouldn't want to do that. And I've done it. I literally turned snowboarding into a job. It's a whole fucking career for me. But I've always been able to do it on my terms, not on someone else's. So hopefully that answers that question. All right. Let's see. Joe X, just my luck. One before and one after. Spin to win, damn it. We're going for it. Oof. Remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. Okay, Satoris Apostolopoulos. Hey, Graven, Nitro, Fin Twin, awesome board. GNU Spam, awesome board. Razi Sushi, little overlap with the Fin Twin. And a Lib Short Wide. Also have a serious shopping problem. I have to keep 2, sell 2. What would you do? Keep the Spam and keep the Sushi, sell the other 2. That's going to give you the most versatile boards out of the 2. That's what I would do. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh God, Slim Whitman wants to teach me some things. Do you want to teach me you want to teach me about this record? Just for you? Like, what are some of the songs on this thing? Ugh. God. People actually listen to this shit? With vinyl? Okay, what are the songs? My Elusive Dreams. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely in Slim's. Think I'll go somewhere and cry myself to sleep. That's Slim's Depression. I'll hold you in my heart, thinking about me. Please help me, I'm falling. Yeah, Slim, you're definitely falling off the fucking wagon. When my blue moon turns to gold again. Is that about golden showers? Nobody's darling but mine. That's probably how you feel about me. Somebody loves you. Yeah, Slim definitely loves me. Silver threads among the gold. Not sure what that's about, but probably bondage. Careless love. That's why you need fire to cure everything. And among my souvenirs. Yeah, that last song, he's going to try to fucking put me in his goddamn German rape dungeon. Let's see what's on side one. Catalog. Ooh, Slim's a big girl. You've still got a place in my heart. I don't think I've gone anywhere. If you love me, let me know. I don't love you. Bouquet of roses. That's not happening. In the misty moonlight. Ugh. Down the river of golden dreams. Ugh. Is that the river Styx? You belong to my heart. No, I don't. Making believe. No, I'm never going to believe. Just call me lonesome. You are lonesome, Slim. Since you've gone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what are you going to do for the month of June while I'm gone? Probably just leave me a shitload of scary-ass voicemails. Ugh, either way. Slim Whitman. This album's sketchy at best. Oh, God. I assume that's what it looks like. That's Slim right there. Whew. God. Sketchy at best. Oh, man. All right, so if you're just tuning in, you got questions, get them over in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. Super Chat's good to spin of the wheel. We're giving away sticker packs today. Next week, where did I put them? Right there. Next Thursday, we'll be announcing the Angry Turns contest winner, so you still have one more week to enter on Instagram. Use hashtag Angry Turns, and you can be entered if you have a really good, solid turn on your snowboard to, I shouldn't say entered, I'm going to just pick one person to win a set of 2022 Union Atlases, but I'm also going to give away a set of K2 Formula Cs next week. This is a fucking super stiff binding. Like, they made this for 1 year and discontinued it. That ought to tell you how stiff this thing is. But I will be giving these away next week in the chat. So next Thursday, I'll be giving that away. So keep an eye out for those. Let's see. Let's see. Undead, yo, Avran, is it just me or now binding skate tech a bit funky on rails? Feels like whenever I try to do some rotation out or press, it really wants to get on the edge and I have to fight it. No, that's the skate tech. And what I think you want to do in that situation is you may need to swap out the bushings to the hard bushing because you're getting so much play like this in there. So you're not getting used to that ankle rotation or flexation of up and down, up and down. So when you go to that, you want to, I think a harder bushing wouldn't let you push in as much in there as well. I wasn't riding this one. This is the Meteorite. I was riding the Apollo today on my Cool Bean, and I kept noticing just like that, because you get such superior edge-to-edge control, I just kept noticing how it would droop if I was like moving my ankle like how I normally would in my black labels and whatnot. So it's definitely not a binding for everyone. Okay, where were we? Okay, who we got? We got Poland Suit, sunny Bluebird Day in South Carolina. Probably is. Actually, I heard it's really nice on the East Coast right now. We're supposed to be getting that storm that's going to be coming through here, so. And we're going to enter the Shred Foundation yet again into the random prize drawing for a future prize, which we've got now a 148 Ride War Pig, a 147 Slush Slasher, and I'll probably throw some bindings in there at some point too when we do the random prize drawing on that. So yeah, hopefully we find something good there. Let's see, we got Carlos Enriquez, Solid Quiver, as in types of boards and not specific boards. So the way I look at it is you should have your all mountain freeride, your all mountain freestyle, a freestyle board, whether you go more jib or not, a party board that doubles as your low angle power board, and a dedicated powder board. Like that's realistically what you need. I think 5 boards kind of covers everything. Anything more, you're just getting overkill. Like for me, I have my Tellus mic rank, that's kind of my park board. I have a Tellus / party board. I have a K2 Cool Bean. That's kind of like my all mountain freeride carver type board. I did buy a Cafe Racer, so carving board. And then I have my Endeavor Archetype Swallowtail for POW. And I may pick up like a true traditional twin, but I've been having fun with that Mike Rankwit on there. So let's give you a spin. Oof, ouch. Ouch, middle finger. All right, let's see. Okay, Dan Kelly, now that quad corks are a thing, do you think we'll finally see interesting grabs and slope comps like Rocket Airs, Cross Rockets, Seatbelt, Trail Grabs, Japans, and Tuckneys, and Beef Curtains? I was having a chat with my friend about this, and with the whole like 90s aesthetic coming back into snowboarding and how they're doing things, I feel like we're going back to more style. Like there's always going to be that spin to win bullshit. I don't even care about that gymnastics boarding. I'm like, oh wow, look, they fucking did it. Oh, cool. But like if you follow my Instagram, I posted up a video of Dan McGonigal doing a 900 out of, I think it was Woodward Park City. That was one of the sickest 900s I've fucking seen in a long time. He put his own take on it. That grab in the middle, the slow down of the spin. That's what I'm talking about. I think we're going to start seeing more emphasis on style because, like, how many times can you watch a 1440 triple cork mute grab? Like, grab mute, let go, release, boom, and hit. Like, it's fucking pointless. It's so stupid. And with natural selection being the thing, which hopefully this week we're going to get the video, or maybe it's next week we get the video. I think it's next week. We're going to get the video of that as well. Like natural selection. I feel like we collectively as snowboarders, like here, and I'll point this out. The live stream of, what was it, X Games Slopestyle at a weekend only had 250K views or something like that. And the live stream that day of Red Bull Natural Selection was like over 1 million. It was something absurd. It might have even been less than that for the X Games. That just tells you, like, if we don't watch it, they're going to have to change it. That's just how it is. Like, who gives a fuck? Oh, you spun this shit? Like, fucking pointless. So that's kind of where we're at. All right. Okay, we got Joe X looking to try to win some stickers. There you go, buddy. You won yourself a second sticker pack. You got 2. I'll bump you up to a medium. 2 smalls into a medium. There you go. Okay. All right, we got Alexei Somik. Have a cam rocker and a flat rocker board. Is riding a full camber, such as a nitro, true camber board, different enough experience to buy a full camber board? The big thing is coming from like a cam rocker, so you got camber into the rocker. So when you weight it, it activates that rocker, and you slightly lose the bite out at the tip of the tail. True camber is going to steer out right before the up kick in the tip of the tail. It rides different. It grips different. The edge is a little more hooky. It can cause you to hang up, stuff like that. It's one of those things you got to be aware of. Is it worth it right now for you to go out and buy it? No, I don't think so. If you're happy with what you have, keep riding it. But if you end up at some point, sorry, fuck, where'd that go? Sorry, got to pop up to uninstall Flash, which I thought I did. But with that, when you go to buy your next board, that's when I would consider looking at it. Like, everyone should ride true traditional camber. It will make you a fucking stronger rider. It will. And then when you ride reverse, when you ride flat to rocker, you ride cam rocker, you ride directional cam rocker, you ride hybrid, you ride all that shit, you can understand all the nuances of it, and you understand the dynamics of it because you have this fundamental base built on riding traditional camber. So hopefully that answers that question. All right, we got Jason. Saw snowboarders pushing Mongo and others with ski poles at North Star today. Oh, why? I don't see that kind of stuff anywhere else. Colorado have this problem too, only on Saturdays and only at select resorts, usually the Vail resorts that you see this shit. I'll push Mongo in the lift line if I'm flipped around and I'm trying to talk to someone because I'm superior foot, so I'm goofy and most of my friends are regular. I'll do it. But I also know how to get on and off the fucking chair, and I know how to flip it around and stuff like that. But the fucking pole thing, saw a guy the other day with a fucking pole, and I was like, he's like, oh, I don't get stuck in the flats. And I looked at him and I was like, I just go faster because I understand where the flats are. I'm not a fucking idiot. He's like, oh, you bet you think you're better than me. And I was like, I didn't put much thought to it. But if I had, I'd probably say yes. So let's give you a spin, Jason. All right, Jason, won yourself a medium sticker pack. All you got to do is email me, info@angrysnowboarder. Make sure you put your mailing address in there, and I will get that in the mail to you. I don't know. We're supposed to get 91 inches in Colorado, so it doesn't even matter. They probably can't get it to the postal center. So try to get that out. So if anyone's ordered stickers or you've won stuff or you're a member of Sticker Club on Angry Snowboarder VIP, shit's running late. I get that. I haven't sent the VIP stickers out. Those will go out about the 15th. But by and large, shit's just running late. Be prepared for stuff to take like maybe a week to 2 extra to get there. So. All right. Well, yellow backpack guy. Any chance I can trade my jumbo for an entry? Fuck yeah, dude. That's not a problem. I got you. Boom. There we go. Add that to the thing. All right. Yeah. So for anyone that's curious about like these future prize drawings, right now I'm just letting people enter in. And basically, when we do the contest, like the goal is to hopefully have like 500-600 entries in there, and we're gonna kind of do something where we give away. There'll be multiple ways to win the War Pig or the Slush Slasher, and there'll probably be a set of mines. I might even throw a third board in there at some point. You never know. Like right now, I am waiting. Hopefully by next month I'll be over 20,000 subscribers, so it is a kind of a subscriber count thing. So I'm kind of waiting on that, but yeah, it's my way of giving back to you guys. Also, remember, you got 1 week left for the hashtag Angry Turns contest on Instagram, and I'm going to have another contest coming up where I'm going to give away a 156 artisanal sashimi. So. We got a PSA from Charles. Only snowboarders that should have poles are split boarders, and that is only for skinning uphill. Damn right. Okay, so we got Alexei Summick looking for a spin on the wheel. So let's give him a spin. Woo! All right, well, Alexei, you're getting entered into the contest. So, yeah, good luck to everyone that's been entered into that. And just so everyone knows, like, a lot of people had their entry be for the Shred Foundation to win too. So, you know, you're kind of competing against underprivileged kids that might win these snowboards. Sinners. No, but, you know, I hope someone wins. Let's see. John Weber, if you took an international snowboard trip, where would you go? Want to try to plan something if things ever open? Give away my spin. Okay, we're going to give away your spin, but I want to go to Japan. I actually should have been in Japan. Should have been in there like a couple weeks ago. I was going to go for 4 weeks, like fucking first real vacation in probably 15 years. Like, instead, I get to go back to my parents' house and insulate their fucking basement. Yeah, so no, Japan's top of the list. That's where I want to go. The goal is it would be fly from here, LA, Hawaii, Hawaii to Japan, and I'd probably stop along the way or do something like that. Then on my way out of Japan, I'd probably go to Bali for a couple days and just fucking hate life and realize how much I hate beaches and humidity and all that shit. And then I'd come back and snowboard here because that's how I do things. So. Yeah, so let's see. Got to find a good question for someone here. He's giving away a spin. You know what? I'm giving this spin to our boy Vincent Dew. I dedicate this to Vincent Dew. Good old Vinny. Can always count on him. Ooh, person under you gets entered. Well, let's see. Who are we getting that to? Let's see. Well, that goes to Scott, a guy named Scott. So he's getting entered for the prize drawing at a future time. All right. All right. Well, that person's in there. There we go. All right. What do we got here? Okay, Stack 1607. How close is Mervin's C3 to traditional camber? Got a C3 board and I'm loving it. Feels so precise and powerful, but it's interesting what you say that full traditional will make it better. So the big thing with C3 is it comes down early and creates a bigger flat spot that gives you more edge hold actually, because you've just got this longer thing, but it reduces the arc of where you're loading it. So instead of loading it out at the tail for pop, it brings it in more just outside the back binding. Then it hits that flat spot, creates a springboard. I actually like C3, even though they claim there's that dip between the feet in there. Like, some boards have the dip. Some boards I look at, I was like, where the fuck's the dip? It's not there. And even when they do have it, you're talking maybe a few millimeters at most. So it really is one of those things that I like C3. It does work. Okay, so we got Blake Cutter looking for a spin. All right. Blake, you won yourself some small. All right. Blake, you won yourself some small stickers. Hit me up, info@angrysnowboarder with your mailing address, and I'll get those in the mail to you sometime in the future. No guarantee of an exact date, but they will go out. All right. What we got? Andrew Hernandez. For Japan Fun, spin it. All right, we're going to spin it. All right, well, Andrew, you got entered in the win, so let's get that in there. You know, I hope one of you guys wins something from that random prize drawing. So, future there. So let's see. Let's see. And we got John Weber. RIP your vacation. Give away this one too. All right. So let's see. We'll take another question. Who do we want to give this to? We'll give this to Igor. Igor K. Question: what would be the most comfortable stance for hard carving? I broke my back, leg, ankle way too many times, and now it hurts a bit when I'm tucking my back knee in front. At the moment, going with plus 18, plus 6, or positive 3. Really, it's personal preference, man. Like, every time I try to go, like, because Karua recommends that you ride their boards with a positive stance. Anytime I do that, it throws my hip out of alignment, and I can't walk right. It's all personal preference. You're going to have to just go through the trial and error. The good thing is it's 4 screws per binding, so sit around, move them around, figure out where you want it in there and whatnot. But I really wish people would just sit down and go, I should probably spend some time dialing this in. Take a screwdriver with you or figure out where the tool bench is. Go out and just fucking rip like 5 solid, hard, as fast as you can laps. Just putting your weight into that board and be like, don't like it, move it. Go wider, go narrower, go more positive, duck it back out. Kind of move it around in there. So yeah, let's give you a spin though, Igor. All right, Igor, you want yourself a small sticker pack. All you got to do is email me info@angrysnowboarder with your mailing address, and I'll know that you want it, and then I'll send it. So, all right. Let's see. I think we're kind of slowing down here. So let's take a few more questions. I'm going to dip out of here. So let's get those last few questions in here, and go from there. Okay, so we got Jungle Jawa. Do you own a slush slasher? Well, technically, I own a 147 PBR slush slasher. It's still sitting in the friggin' wrapper. I'm going to give it away at some point. I bought it. So I guess that denotes ownership. So let's see. What else we got here? Okay, Jonathan Castro. What are 3 intermediate boards for all mount that you would recommend? Jones, Frontier. Let's see, what else? So we got the Jones Frontier. I would do the Rome Agent and the Capita Outer Space Living. Jason, thoughts on the Weston Hatchet? I should probably ride one, but they never respond to my emails, and they're a pain in the dick when they do and tell me I have to go deal with some asshole from LA that handles their marketing when their fucking office is in Vail, and I could literally drive over and pick shit up. Weston is a tiny home company with a snowboard brand. That's really what they are. They're not a snowboard brand, in my opinion. They just fucking sell tiny homes, and the snowboard brand is the other side of it. I've just gotten so sick of dealing with them. Like, I try to go out of my way for them. I've hit the point where I'm just like, I just don't give a fuck. The amount of time that I put in to try to help promote and make their sales, and it says something when one of my local shops is like, yeah, we carried them and then we never ordered them again because they were a pain in the ass to deal with. That's like the consistency that I hear from everyone, that they just become a pain in the dick to deal with. I think they're just happy selling at REI. I don't even know if they still sell at REI. I don't even care anymore. I'm just like, boards are great. They're made at GP87. They look phenomenal. The ones I've ridden, I've really liked, but they're just such a pain in the dick of a brand to deal with. Fuck them. For the time that I put in, I could probably get like decks from 7 other brands. So it's just not, it's not worth it to me anymore to do that shit. So, it is what it is at this point for thing. Ooh, White Slide. Camber or flat profile for a 6-year-old learning to ride? Put them on the flat. They're 6. They don't have the muscle memory yet. Make it easy for them. But as they're learning, tell them, hey, you're going to have to learn to ride camber, buddy, and we're going to get you there, but we need to develop your fine motor skills and stuff. And then when they're like 8 or 9, you put them on camber and let them hook an edge and die. And then if they come back to snowboarding, it was meant to be. And if they don't, oh well. We got to make more snowboarders. Let's see. Okay, who's John Corzine? What is a good binding pair for Arbor, Westmark, Camber, or similar style board? So I would look at like the Rome Vice, the Ride, A or C8, Burton Cartel, or Malavita if you want it a little softer. If you're going to do Union, you probably want to go with the Strata on that board. What is it? It's not the Hemlock, or maybe it is. One of the Arbor bindings would work on there, although I'm not a big fan of theirs. Stuff on there. The bent metal transfer would be another one, or you could go softer and go with the solution. So there's a few options for you. Okay. So we got one from Andrew Hernandez. Friend is 5'6" and wants to ride my 162 wide anti-gravity. Any downfall of riding a larger board for an experienced rider, considering giving it him since he wants to go back to riding? I don't know. I mean, if he's 5'6" and 200 pounds, it'll totally work for him. If he's 5'6" and 110 pounds, it's not. Your height really has fuck all to do with your board size. It's your weight and how you're going to put that pressure in there. Your height has more to do with where your stance is going to be on that board, and that's how you're going to pressure the board. Like, I mean, obviously, if you're 6'4" but 140 pounds and you're riding a 153, your stance is going to be wider than the reference stance, so it's going to change everything. But it's really all about your weight. Okay, Jimbo 5631. Did you get to ride the Mind Expander Twin this year? This board? This one right here? Did I ride this? I think I talked about this earlier. I did. I've ridden it. It's a snowboard. Wasn't the most mind-blowing powder twin-ish board I've been on. I mean, I get where it sits in their line. If I had to choose this or another powder twin, I'd probably go with a different powder twin, but that's me. So, yeah. Okay, between the bars, any recs for a fun carving board that's not too precise? Love my short surfing boards, but after another low tide year, mostly bomb and groomers, I'm just ready to embrace the speed. Gremlin, Storm Wolf. You don't want the Storm Wolf because that's going to be a little more precision based. The Gremlin's probably going to be a little overkill. In all honesty, you probably want a Nidecker area. That's where I would go with something like that. You don't have to be completely on top of it. Ride Super Pig would be another one. Maybe a Telos Backslash would work for you. The K2 Niseko Pleasure, it's going to be the softer torsionally of the Simple Pleasure, which is going to let you be a little more laid back with it as well. So, oh, this is a good one. From Jungle Jaw. How did you get started reviewing boards? I got fucking fed up because I bought a snowboard that sucks. I bought a 157.5 Santa Cruz Panther ply. I bought it because I was working at a shop. I was looking for a board in that size that was going to be well, at the time everything was cambered, but I was looking for something with a decent side cut that was going to let me boost in the half pipe. I was riding a lot of half pipe. So the rep was there. I was talking to him. You know, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. He told me all this shit. So I buy the fucking board. I walked 1.5 miles from work to the fucking mountain. It was uphill. I walked uphill for 1.5 miles in snowboard boots, carrying a snowboard with no bindings to get to my other job to take the bindings off my board to go ride it. Let me tell you about that board. 2 laps in, I fucking hated it. 4 laps in, I wanted to kill it. You want to know what I did with that board? I think I fucking traded it for a bunch of tacos. That's how much I fucking hated that board. And that was the day that I was like, I will never sell a board to someone based on this bullshit lies. And I was just like, I will never. The fire, the hate I had for that fucking board drove me to seek out an online presence on snowboard.com and write reviews because I worked in a shop. And I pissed a lot of people off because people were getting so much free shit from other reps. And they're like, you're wrong. And I was like, no, I'm not getting free shit from anyone anymore. I don't fuck this board. Fuck this. Fuck that. Fuck everyone. I do what I want. It was so gnarly at one point that this dude that worked for a shop in Vermont called Surf the Earth, his name was Stephen Lowe, fucking went out and tried to convince my reps in my territory to not give me anything to review. And then he tried to call companies to not work with me. It was fucking hilarious. This is the shit I've dealt with for years. The dude's probably a fucking fat ass framer for houses now. Nothing wrong with being a house framer. He's just a fat turd of a person. And so I was doing that on snowboard.com, and I had a few other alter egos for some publications that I was writing stuff for. And then my friend Sarah said, you know, you should have your own site with your own thoughts so that you're not beholden to anyone else. And I thought about it, and then I created Angry Snowboarder. And here we are like 13 years later with Angry. But I've literally been writing online snowboard reviews since I was 20. I'm 38 going on 39. I am fucking ancient. So what I love is all these people that come after me and they're just like, well, maybe if you did it this way. And I was just like, no, you don't understand. I did this before all of you. Like, you wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for me. And then they want to talk down to me, and I just sit here and I'm just like, okay, yeah. Get on my fucking level, peasant, because you're not on my level. And that's where it all came down to. Well, yeah, that's how it all started. Way back in the day, one shitty fucking snowboard. Fuck that board. Fuck it. The funny thing is, the guy that I sold it to has it hanging in the rafter of his garage. He's like, I really like the artwork on it. Like, more power to you, Maddie. More power to you. All right. Okay. We got a super chat from Keith Gunderson. There's a 48-year-old new snowboarder who is nearly starting to rip. What tricks should I learn first after straight air off jumps? My plan is method followed by a true cab. Sick plan now. Because all you're going to do with that method is bend your knees up behind you and reach back and grab it. I know it. It's going to look awful. No. You should learn how to fucking shifty and double poke. So you go sideways and go poke, poke with your front foot. Learn how to control your way in the air and your air awareness so you can do front side and back side shifty. That way, if the wind catches you and you start to go in a different position, you understand the motions to get yourself straight so you can land. Everyone always goes for the method grab. Why? Because it's the easiest. Bend your knees up and grab it. I'm just like, and they all look hideous. They all look hideous. No. Like, you really want to, like, get your air awareness shifty. Shifty nose grab. Shifty tail grab. Shifty stalefish. Because you have to shifty with a stalefish. It's not a shifty stalefish. It's literally you have to shifty, then grab stalefish. But it teaches you that air awareness on there. How to do a proper indie grab with a poke so you can just beep, poke that thing, you know? That's the thing. And then when you get the shifty down, you got to learn the shifty shuffle. So that's backside, front side, backside. So you can bring it back and forth. And then if you're really flexible, the shifty rewind, which is the gnarliest thing. And your back is probably going to pop. I popped mine the other day. But that's where you do a full shifty. You bring your tail around so it's your nose. So your body is completely contorted 180 degrees, and then you bring it back. Now, method? Why are you grabbing method? Everyone grabs method. They all look like shit. Don't do a grab that looks like shit. You know, so, yes, there. Also, you should learn how to fucking carve. Aggressively. That's the big one. Turning is probably the most fundamental thing. Everyone should learn how to fucking turn. So, yeah, there you go. And butters. Learn how to butter, too. That's a good one. Let's give you a spin. Wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. Oh. This is just a funny statement from Andrew Perry. Avran triggered me, called out my trolling. You didn't even troll! You just left a shitty, stupid comment. If you're going to troll, at least be witty. Be satirical. Don't just have the lowest hanging fruit of a comment that you can do. Low hanging fruit comments are for fucking troglodytes. Don't be a fucking troglodyte. Have a better comment. Anyways, there you go. I'm done with this live stream for the week. I got to go record a bunch of reviews. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully I answered your questions. Hopefully I entertained you. I'll be back next week, Thursday. We'll announce the winner of the Angry Turns contest, as well as giving away these crazy stiff K2 Formula Cs, which I have no clue where the fuck these things came from. I just found them the other day. This is the curse of my life. I find shit in my house. But yeah, so do that. So if you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for you. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Why? Because I got a video over there that'll tell you why. I'm not going to tell you here. I'll tell you over there in another video. As always, I'm the only one doing the live streams on this channel. So I'll see you in another video.